Hey, hello. Did y'all not see my comment? I made it for a reason. Like, when do I ever hop into my own chat like that? So I need y'all to do what my comments say, since it's 32 people. Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Is anybody here? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm in the white shirt. I went out and touched that bitch first. Okay, no. I retched for her. I retched for that bitch first. Okay? Okay, I yanked her ass. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, man? Because that bitch got the nerve and the unmitigated gall to give us part two. That's why. Hey, Brandon. Okay, I stopped the violence because Brandon came in. Y'all know I'm a lady. I don't fight in front of no men. Okay, I don't fight in front of no men. Brandon came in here and said, hey, break that shit up. Get your ass over here. And I said, okay, all right. I'm a reach for your ass later. Okay, that's what just happened. Since Catherine want to be damn nosy. Yeah, two geeks and a nerd. I don't understand either. You know I do. Okay, I'm Joy saying son. Uh-uh. Child. Carlos sitting here asking all these messy ass questions trying to get people enticed by this damn show. I see what he doing. Ooh, bless me, y'all. I had to sneeze. Okay, well, Catherine, it's not my fault that you ghetto fat and progetic. That ain't got nothing to do with me, sir. All right? That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. No shade to your who is it, your cousin? No. Your auntie? I think she your auntie. She might hop about the bushes. She might hop about the bushes on me. But I said what I said. Listen, Captain Johnson, I totally agree with you, friend. Okay, Cap? Don't think for 1 minute that I'm not on your side, friend. I totally agree. My bad. I had to put on my little Red Riding Hood clothes, honey. I get started at the 10-minute mark, y'all. We 8 minutes in. Not that it matters. Uh, Child. Hell, Queen. Fuck Granny and that damn basket. Hell no. I got shit of my own to worry about. Okay? The hell? Granny got other grandchildren. I'm not the only one that can cook and send baskets. The fuck? No. Okay? I ain't that type of Red Riding Hood. She was stupid. Me? Absolutely not. No, I did my due deals already. I cooked for her this week. I did it throughout the week, so I didn't have to do it through the weekend. So no. Talk about something that I guess she a star fucking with me. Absolutely not. Oh, you riding folks till dawn. That's the riding you are right. Period. Duh. All right. Love Marriage Detroit. I almost said C. Love Marriage Detroit. Season 2, episode 11, Reunited and it feel good. Carlos say this season top last season for him. Um uh the Dobans enjoyed their first season. Um Brandon and Christina real. So the pending divorce, they talk about the pending divorce and why was Brandon constantly using divorce as a weapon. And then Carlos asked them if they didn't have kids, would they still be married? He says um, if he would have gotten a divorce, he would have divorced his children too. You know, he loved them or whatever the case may be, but that wouldn't have stopped him from living his life and moving on and doing whatever or whatever. Carlos asks Brandon, has he ever cheated in his marriage? He says he has not. Then he turns around and poses that question to Christina. Um, and she was beating around the bush and beating around the questions and going in circles and all of the rest of that stuff. And then she says she does believe him, but it makes her think some things with a person that's constantly saying he wants a divorce every 6 months. Brandon says that they was in the pits, but they got better. She says that she doesn't understand why he thinks that they was in the pits because she feels like people have gone through worse and what they gone through wasn't that bad. But Christina, how could it not have been that bad? Like you got up here and gave this ugly ass cry in the kitchen, and even when you cried, he had no feeling towards it. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just telling you what the camera see and what it gives. Like so now when he's saying that you're right, the marriage was in the pits, it was failing, y'all was falling out of love with one another and all of the rest of that. Now you want to turn around and try to act like, well, it wasn't that bad, but you wrote a whole song that says otherwise. Like, girl, anyhow, Carlos brings up how Kobe in the past season said that Christina was putting off in the camera. Does she feel that way now? Her and Kimberly say they hope not. They hope that she's not doing that. Christina says that she thinks it's hurtful that they would think that she would pick a storyline um, and hurt her kids for likes and clicks and views. Um, they say that they don't believe that their issues was fake, that they do believe that some things were sensationalized. Um, Christina says that she feels like her character is always being called into question. Um, Carlo, I'm sorry. All right. I am really sorry, y'all, but I mean, all right, let me not do that. Let me not do that. At least let me make it to 30 minutes. At least let me make it to 30 minutes. Because at the rate I'm going, we gonna be done in 15 minutes and we already 13. At least let me make it to 30 minutes. Okay. Um, all right, so let me go back. Like, that's what I mean, Christina, and you proved their point. I'm gonna have this for y'all and I'm gonna move on. Much like how I brought up in the past about how you gave that ugly ass cry with that wide ass mouth. Okay, your tears was falling down like this. Your mouth is so damn wide, girl. And your tears was falling down like this, and it was screaming all down your damn chin or whatever. Like I just remember seeing that scene and whatnot. And like you gave all of that and how you so tired and it's this and it's that and you're not doing it no more and you're tired of your heart being broken and so on and that. And then he's sitting up here saying that you right, it was in the pits and it was this, that thing and the other. Well, no, it really wasn't that bad. Like people went through worse. Like that's why they're saying that it ain't fake, but you overdoing a lot of shit. There we go. Um Christina says that she feels like her character is constantly being called into question. Because why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Case in point, we finna see Sid mouth from Toy Story face ass Chelsea. Why? Like Chelsea. That's why your character is being called into question. Why is she sitting on the reunion cake, on the reunion stage? Who invited her? That's next week, by the way. Carlos asks, why did Latoya feel away about Anthony going to talk to Christina to help them out with their marriage? She says because she knew that she knew that something would be turned around on him, one, and she knew that shots will be thrown at her and jabs will be thrown at her by way of her business. And she brings up about how Brandon talked about her corks being real cheap and shit. And she never talked about Star Factory and all of the rest of that stuff when it came down to taking shots at Christina. Now, what I will say is I do agree with Latoya on that. Like when she goes at Christina, she goes at Christina. She don't take shots at your business. And I didn't appreciate how you were sitting over there trying to gaslight her into trying to make it seem as if, well, you really didn't take a shot in the jab. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You tried to say that she had some janky ass corks, and like if you tried to open up her shit, you might have to do it the ghetto fat projectic way. Y'all know, like Catherine and her auntie and them do. Like they gotta use a knife. They gotta use a knife and like a small little hammer or whatever and pat it in there. So they gotta push the cork down into the bottle or whatever, and then that's how you drink it and whatnot. Now you might gotta string out some cork pieces. Now you might gotta strain out some cork pieces, but her wine is good quality though. Okay, it's good quality though. You understand? Or at least that's the way that Brandon tried to make it seem like. And you did make it seem like that, Brandon, and you wrong. So we get down to Lakita and Bravo's real. Lakita, he not your daddy, he your man. You understand? And I think it's time you understand. You understand? So just make him happy if you can. And you ain't his mammy, you his girl. You are the lady in his world, okay? And loving each other is how y'all finna make this work. You trying to pile along to him, what happened to your daddy won't. And I like you, Lakita. I get it. I lost my daddy too, friend, and I was 8 to cancer, but tragic still nonetheless. You understand? So I get you. But what happened to your daddy, that ain't finna happen to Bravo. And stop putting that over him. Okay? Quit putting that over him, Lakita. It happened. It's unfortunate, but that's not gonna happen to him. You understand? Quit piling that on him, friend. Now I will say this. Bravo was looking real fine or whatever in his green suit. Moving on. Kobe and Russell. They had their baby girl. Kobe talks about gender disappointment. Russell says that he was an idiot for what he said about waiting for 6 months for them to try again to have a boy. She could take as long as she wants to. Um, Kobe trying to enforce respect on Kendall and the other ladies understand her concerns. Listen, yep. Those of you all who have daughters, that's just how daddies are. These, like millennials, and who are they? Gen Z, Gen X's, whichever one, the one that comes before millennials, Gen, whichever one. Y'all know the ones that's when I can't use him. Y'all know the generation that came before millennials. Y'all know a few of them too. They're just like that. They're not gonna do all that. They'll just let the mamas do it. Now, when it comes to their sons, oh, they'll bust their head wide open to the white meat. But when it come to their daughters, usually they ain't finna do all that. Now they may give a threat there, here, there, but even they know that my daddy just talking. That nigga ain't finna do shit. Like that's how they take it. You understand? X cool. That's how they take it. That's just they let their mama do the daughter. When it comes to the daughters, this is normally what they'll do. They'll let their mama do that. Like I said, when it comes to their son, they'll fuck their son up. But when it comes to the daughters, nah, I let my mama do all that. Go, they do their mama. That's normally how that goes. Um, Carlos asks Russell, why doesn't he enforce the discipline like the Bible tells him he should do? He says that when he gets upset, he don't have a soft button and he doesn't want to say something that could cause her trauma. Listen, I feel like this. I know girls that call their daughters all type of bitches and hoes. Like I just, you know, I, gag is what you would say would be right up to par to probably what they hear on a day-to-day basis from their damn mama. You understand? I said no. Get your ass out my room, bitch, and shut my goddamn door. That's probably what they hear on a daily basis at their mama house. And they used to it. You ain't gonna fuck with their mama. Do you understand? So I'm on this show. If y'all go out there and do that, you know, which is not okay. Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You said Russell's excuses are convenient, so you still think he giving excuses. Listen, there are some females that will agree with that. And some females that agree with them not doing all that when it comes to their daughters. It's a lot of females that will agree with Russell on that. I know it's a lot of y'all that don't, but it's also a lot of women that will agree with him on that when it comes to the girls. Like, yeah, he don't need to be doing this, doing that, and da da da. It's women that feel like that. Who? My elbows ain't ashy, bitch. You said shut my darn door. It's fine. Okay, I'm from down south. Close my door, you little wench. Okay, that's how we talk to our daughters down south. Someone says shut my darn door. It's fine. Yeah, it is. To y'all New Yorkers, okay, go down south. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I remember one of my mom's friends spoke to her daughter like that, and my mom checked her. Child, please. That's how it is. It ain't funny, but it is. Because, we're just used to that. Whatever. Anyway, Carlos asks, has everybody seen the new baby? And she said everybody done reached out and whatnot, other than Kobe. And Kobe says that she ain't know nothing about it, and this, that thing, and the other. And Kobe says that they haven't talked, I guess, since they filmed. And Christina says she ain't know nothing about it. And Christina, not Christina. Kim said girl gone because she even posted it on social media, and she says that she ain't been on that either. And that was basically the end of the episode, child. And we see next week they're gonna come to the conclusion that they're not friends. And the Cobster don't want to work nothing else out with her. I guess that was it. That's all I got. 24 minutes. Um, yeah, that's really all I got. I ain't got no more. I'm sorry it won't what y'all thought it was, but this was just really all that I can give y'all. Okay. That's just really all that I can give y'all. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Which is why me and Carlos twirl. Okay. This is why me and Carlos is twirl. So hey Auntie. But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all I ain't got no more. Y'all jump down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the damn episode. I will see y'all tomorrow, like in the afternoon sometime. You said that fight takes you out, child. I'll see y'all tomorrow in the afternoon sometime for the Never Ever Mets. Y'all will get that sometime tomorrow afternoon. And I will also see y'all tomorrow night for the Roll Alive. All right, I got it set it for 9:05. So I will see y'all tomorrow night around here for that. And with that having been said, that's it. That's all. I'll let you tomorrow. Bye.